Click, 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 click.
That me.
Oh, wait a minute. It's time to start. Hello, welcome to the Reloading Podcast here on the Firearms Radio Network, presented by Primary Arms. How's everybody doing tonight?
Good.
Good.
Sweet. So, what's everybody been up to?
I'll go first since I had the least amount. I got a new Second Amendment Foundation member card for the year.
Awesome.
Life, because I just signed up for life membership. Anyway, and that's about it. I've discovered something on Instagram. Full Lead Taco has got some very nice looking 30 caliber zinc bullets in his repertoire that he cast. And I considered asking him to come on, but I decided to go throw it past the host first, and we decided we'll go another way first. Andy 79 Z28, you're out there, buddy. Expect a message from me. Anyway, how about you guys? Milsurp Duo?
I got a new video uploaded to the channel. It's the channel intro video. Got that uploaded last night. Also went to a gun show on Saturday. Picked up a couple things. First thing I picked up was a Egyptian Hakeem bayonet.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Real good price.
Pull the blade out. Come on. I want to see the blade. Double edged?
No, it is not. No, well.
Or
No,
is
it's not.
it
It's a
one
flat
side's
top.
false edge?
It's a false edge. It's a very thin top false edge, but it's top false edge.
Okay.
But it's very
Nice.
similar to a Swedish Mauser, but
Looks nice.
it's got that. It's a real good deal. Picked up 2 boxes from a friend of my dad's that he's known since high school of GP11 Swiss K31 Swiss ammo, which is almost impossible to find. And also picked up a complete set Army Air Corps jacket and pants. So I thought that was a good deal. Got what we got that for. So, but that's about it. Then we had the family over on Sunday watching NASCAR race. I made some new recipes to try, and it turned out real
It
good.
was really good. Really good.
So,
How about you, lady? You got anything you want to show us? Any toys? Anything you've been doing? Oh, wait a minute. You got a new nickname, Bird Slayer. There's got to be a story there.
I'm going on that snow geese hunt this weekend. It's the conservation snow geese hunt.
So that's why you had that fancy thing with all them strings hanging around your neck.
Well, no, this is like the one season where you can take plugs out and you can use the electronic calls. I'm just going to wear it just to see how it feels to be laying in a pop-up blind with a whole bunch of stuff hanging around your neck.
Well, guys, what I'm talking about, she has a game carrier. Somebody made her a game carrier. And this thing has at least 24 strings.
Yep.
I got news for you. Trenda, you carry 24 geese out at one time. They're going to be carrying your ass out.
You know, there's as big as they are, there's no way I'll be able to carry 24, but you best believe there'll be a picture of me trying.
How about you, Mikey? What you got? Anything?
Posted a couple podcasts. That's about it.
Well, hell, that's important.
So, yeah, got a couple podcasts posted. Krista's been going nuts on being able to get them edited. So,
Yeah, Sharp's taking a night off because he's got a nephew with a birthday party, which is fine. Teach that boy right, Chris. Teach that boy right.
So, other than that, not much. The usual Cabela's, and that's about it.
Is that a new box of something we see in the background, or it just hasn't made it to the recycle bin yet?
Directly behind my head.
Yep.
No, that box has been there about a month.
Oh.
It's a vacuum cleaner that I picked up for $40 at Walmart.
Oh, sounds not fun.
No, it wasn't bad. So now I got one vacuum upstairs and one vacuum downstairs. So now I can vacuum up powder, and she can't complain. Because she threw my other powder vacuum away.
Was it gross looking?
Well, it was out in the garage, and we were doing some cleaning. It was our old vacuum, and the base broke, so it wouldn't lock into place, so you couldn't vacuum with it. But the hose still worked, so I was using that. So, no, Paul, I'm not vacuuming out primers. They're worth too much. Good grief, Paul. But, yeah, I was talking to a guy the other day, and he was telling me about how he had an 8-pound jug of Varget that he had stored, and somehow where he had it stored, something fell against it and then poked a hole in the side of it. And he didn't notice. So he wound up fertilizing his lawn with an entire 8-pound jug of Varget.
Oh, that hurts.
Yeah.
You're talking in excess of $200, close to $300.
Yeah.
At least.
Yep. Ooh. Did you see that, Jim?
Got it.
Okay.
Andy Andy79Z28 put the comment. They told me, called me out and says, tagged me. He says, keep your eye open for a video from Eagle Eye Shooting. 1,000 yards with zinc bullets that I cast him, or that he sent him. I'm impressed.
Nice.
You're definitely making history, Andy.
Mark K said a local shop got it a bunch of Varget. They had it listed at $51 a pound. Ouch.
That's $408.
That's
If it's an 8-pound keg.
$51 a pound is twice what it cost in March of 2020.
Mm-hmm. All you can do is just remember scalpers.
Mm-hmm.
Someday, hopefully, they'll have to eat that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure Andy meant the word yards in his comment. His comment, he says, well, Eagle Eye will make the history. He's the one shooting it. He's already gone out to 600 years to sink. I'm pretty sure Andy meant yards. Good commentary, Andy. Appreciate it, buddy.
Yeah, so that'd be fun. Daniel Atkins says, hey, Mike, speaking of Big Boys Toys R Us, aka Cabela's, since you guys are getting primers up there, do you know if they can store-to-store transfer into my local store? We aren't seeing any. Unfortunately, no, I don't. I don't control that. So Vemgem said Varget's $400 Australian for 4 kilograms. That's normal here. Yeah, but that's like $20 in American money. Oh no, wait a minute. That's Australia, not Canada.
Aussie dollar is about the same as the U.S. dollar.
I am not sure, so I'm going to find out. So we really didn't have a topic for tonight.
Jorgen's throwing his 2 cents in there.
Yeah.
Mikey throwing cheap shots.
All right. So
Okay.
one US dollar is currently equal to $1.38 in Canadian, Australian.
He says it's Canadian, and VemGem says that the Canadian dollar is similar to the Aussie dollar.
Yeah. And then Paul said Varget is made in Australia. Wow, that sucks. They ship it halfway around the world and it's cheaper here. VemGem sounds to me like you need to go on a powder raid.
It'd be good. The thing
But
is,
if you think about it, 4 kilograms is 2.2 pounds. So that's
8.8 pounds.
Yeah. Let's see here. That's too much math. Forget it. Anyway. Gerald, you need to suck it up and pay some hazmat fees and start ordering them online. You can find them online. You just got to pay the hazmat fee. He said 2 years without primers, I can't hold my breath much longer. So. Spudman76 said Canadian dollar is about 78 cents in the United States right now. So. The Canuckians got to run. Good night, Jorgen. Must be snowing there again. Oh.
Yeah, they might want to get the driveway white.
We had an ice storm here. Gerald, what you need to do is if you're not part of the Discord group and you're not part of the MeWe group and you're not part of the Facebook group, you need to be on all of them because more often than not, people post when they find them. So they don't last incredibly long when they find them, but they find them, so you got to be paying attention. So, I mean, there's definitely primers out there. There was, Russian ones the other day but
that's not too awful bad.
Yeah, the Moras or whatever they were that somebody posted in the Discord chat.
Another place a lot of people think about, Ammo Seek, you can search reloading components on.
Yep. Okay, so he's only in the Facebook group. That's probably part of it because you can't post a lot of that in the Facebook group because it gets taken down by Facebook. So, because Facebook's run by a bunch of commie bastards.
Pretty much.
So,
Gerald, contact either Mike or myself, and we'll get you an invite into the Discord group.
Oh, Andy79 said, "Yep, Russian primers. It was $5,000 for $500, but there's free hazmat and shipping." So, I just saw that it was $500 and was no longer interested, but I didn't need primers. So, but heck, if they're picking up the hazmat and the shipping, that's a hell of a deal then with today's prices. So, it's gonna get better. Slowly but surely, they're getting to all the cargo ships that are offshore. So that's one thing. I mean, you've got all your European and Russian that can be imported that are sitting offshore right now. And there's the 3 plants that are supposed to be up and running by Christmas of next year. So it's going to get better. And, they're not making it, slowly getting better. But So Andy 79Z28 said Target Sport sells them 5,000 for $5.99 plus hazmat and shipping. So I mean, yeah, you can find them. It's just you're going to wind up paying a little bit more for them. But if you need them, you need them. So Spudman76 just said my local Bass Pro has no 30-6. Not at all. Yeah, it's the same here. Well, hello, David. Welcome back. So, yeah, Spudman. Really haven't seen much 30-6 or 30-30. When we do see it, it's gone right away. Same with 243. And now 6.5's starting to be very hard to find again. So, John W. just said Brownhouse has Federal 1,000 small rifle primers for $85.
That would be roughly in the neighborhood of vicinity of $400 a case.
Yeah.
$400 plus. Well, I wish we could put a heart on beside that one. Andy's got. I have lots of 30-6, but with zinc bullets loaded in them. Andy, that's a great comment. I'm glad for you, but you're also disgusting. Good job, bum. Good job, you bum.
Nick and Ray, you guys seeing 30-6 by you anywhere?
I've had a little bit. We've had a little bit come in the shop. Not a ton. I got a ton of 308 sitting on the shelf. I've had 308 for over a year. I don't know why.
Yeah, we got a crap ton of 308, and we actually have a crap ton of 50 BMG.
Yeah, we don't get much of it. I think Shields has quite a bit of that here, but other than that, I got a ton of 308, ton of 9 anymore. I've had 9 on the shelf for 6+ months. Yeah. 45 has been on the shelf for about a month.
All the 5.56 you'd ever want.
5.56, yeah, all that's still on the shelf. I got 380 in about a month ago, and it's actually starting to come in a little regularly now. But yeah, it's getting better. We saw primers at the gun show. They were still asking high, but you're seeing them, and our big box store is getting powder, and so it's getting better.
Shields had 209 primers.
Yeah, Shields had 209s. It's getting better. I think we gotta wait a little bit longer. And like you said, Mike, once those plants open up, I think we'll see a big difference.
Well, the biggest thing right now is, one of your favorite ammo manufacturers hasn't been able to get any in the country.
Yeah, PPU.
Yep.
That's like brass. I'm buying 303 from a buddy of mine, and he asked me if I need 6.5 Jap. I'm like, if it's PPU, or I might as well buy it, especially if it's cheap enough.
Right, because you're not going to be able to get it.
Exactly. That's like Dad was debating on picking up an Italian Carcano, one of the carbines. It's like $300 or something like that. He's just like, how often are you going to shoot it? We don't shoot our other Carcano very much. It's just brass is going to be hard for some of these stuff, and that's why we've been doing a lot of converting stuff.
Went shooting?
Yeah.
I
forgot about that. We went shooting yesterday.
Nice.
22.
And about 10 rounds of 8mm just for the video.
I did a little bit of dry fire tonight with the Laser Academy, because it is 2/22/2022. So
yep,
they were trying to make it Second Amendment Day. Brownells started it, and it was kind of a cool thing, but didn't get a lot of press. So. But with the lovely ice storm that we had rolling through, going to the range wasn't an option.
I got to rub something in John's hand loading's face real quick. So he'll know he should know what that is if he has a K31. So
that's phone number.
No.
No. I have an open box. Let me grab one of the rounds.
You showed that earlier.
I know, but gentleman just posted he picked up a K31, so I'm gonna make him a little jealous.
Oh.
So hits. But as he said, this is the real stuff. This is genuine 7.5, probably the best, most accurate surplus ammo there is out in the market.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to start playing around, trying to pick up some hand loads with it, see if I can replicate it. Being that this is brand primed, try to work up some hand loads, and so.
John, you were asking what's their channel. Their channel is Milsurp Duo on YouTube. Did you guys make it one word, or did you put a space in between the two? Milsurp space.
There should be a space. Yeah, it should be a space in between there.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, if he's on the Discord page, I posted a link on there in the general group. I can always post another one.
I think he is.
I think Idaho Rogers USMC is robbing people at gunpoint.
Yeah.
$42 for a brick of primers. That's price for
Oh my
Ford
God.
shortage.
Mm. That's almost pre-COVID price for those.
Yeah. And then, Nick B said that he found some 123 and FMJ. 15 round boxes. That's why.
That's still a heck of a good deal for a
Yeah, it's not
7.62. That's pre-COVID there.
So he said Sportsman's Warehouse. They must be blowing everything out now that Bass Pro was told they couldn't buy them. So, yeah. FCC or ICC, whoever controls it, said that it would be a monopoly. So they got shot down. I don't know if they're trying to do an end around or not, but yeah.
Probably the FTC, Federal Trade Commission.
Yeah, I don't know. It was one of the alphabet agencies. So, yeah, we had a Carcano for $300. I thought about, but then I found a bolt action Savage 3030, so that went in the old shelf instead.
Yep, well, that's better buy.
Mm-hmm.
And what's nice about that 3030 is it tube mag or box mag?
Box.
So you can put sharp bullets in those. You can put Spitzer bullets in that. I'll have to check this guy out because there's down a sports spot 6 minutes away from me, about 10 minutes.
Usually Dunham's overpriced normally.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably, and they're probably taking advantage of the shortage, but it's still worth checking out. I'm so well stocked I don't have to worry about it too much. Of course, too, you don't deplete the stockpile if you don't shoot it.
So, Nick B said he bought a 410 AR upper the other day, but can't find any 410 ammo. No.
Impossible.
No, that's the problem. Is first off, because the biggest problem with all the shot shells right now is because a lack of these. A serious lack of these. For those in the audio podcast, that was me shaking 100 rounds or 100 209 primers. So basically, they're focused on 12 and 20 because we cannot keep target loads on the shelf. There is a 1 case per person limit, and they're gone within a day after we get. We literally get a pallet of 12 gauge target loads in the herders, and they're just gone. So that's the biggest problem is they're concentrating on 12 and 20, and they're not getting to 410. You don't very often see 28s. We see some 16s, but not often. So, what you looking up, Nick?
I was just thinking, like for John's hand loading, he picked up that K31. Trying to think about
No,
if
he was going to, but he didn't.
Oh, gotcha. I was trying to think about if he can convert anything. I'm just debating if there's any, because it's a 3-way bullet, so you're really not have to worry about anything next size up. I wonder if you can take 30-06, form the neck shoulder lower, but I don't know. I've just to do some thinking and some research.
Yeah, because it wasn't so. Didn't they used to turn 303s into 410s as well?
Yeah, 303s. I have one. It's an issue pour. They turned to 410. Yeah, it's been bored out. Yeah, they just made it a single shot.
Knox Spector says, shout out to Millsip Duo. David Emery says, FYI, one of the primary ingredients the MeWe group buys to reload primers is not available on Amazon for the last month. So, and then John's hand loading wanted to know, was that SVT-40 you were shooting?
Yes, it was.
So freaking jealous.
Hey, if you come down here, we can shoot whatever you want.
All right. When the weather gets a little warmer.
I'll have a spare bedroom even because I got
Nice.
we got a bed on the way. So,
all right.
You have kick Candy out.
Shut up. I'm gonna kick you out.
I was waiting for that.
Okay, Sharenda, you're up to something. What are you up to? You're not up to no good or what?
Oh, of course. I got a Tacticam and I'm mounting it to the Frankie Infinity. So
you finally got one?
I said I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. I probably shouldn't even tell you this. I've had it for a Christmas or two now, but I forgot I had it until I was
That's inexcusable.
until I was cleaning up some stuff and was like, oh, okay. So I charged it and shut up, Mike. Just shut up. Shut up, Mike. Just shut up.
Anyway.
Yeah, to answer John's hand loading on the projectile for the GP11, it was a special projectile, but the 174 grain Sierra Match King is a good substitute from the research I've been doing so far.
Quick comment. Spudman76, pay attention to the screen.
Okay. So, money's not an issue. One firearm and cartridge that you would get and then load for. And Vemgem, yes, huge shortage of shotgun primers. That's what's leading to the shotgun shells.
They're all sitting offshore, aren't they, Mike?
I'm sure there's a bunch of Fiocchis sitting out there, but that doesn't.
Yeah, that's offshore primers.
Explain domestic.
Correct. I'll go first.
Okay.
300 rum with about a 36-inch barrel. Maybe make it 30.
What are you going to do with it?
Shoot anything that I can see.
So you're going to do long range shooting, not necessarily hunting?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, if you, with 300 rum, you put a 150 grain bullet in that, even you're going to shoot through AR-500 steel targets at 100 yards.
Yeah, but are you going to really get anything out of that 36-inch barrel that you wouldn't get out of a shorter one?
Probably the point of diminishing returns is somewhere before 30 inches. So let's cut off 6 inches. Let's cut off 6 inches. Call 36-inch barrel, 30-inch barrel. Because my 280 AI benefited a lot from the fact I wanted a 28-inch barrel.
Mm-hmm.
That's the fastest, easiest, safest way to gain velocity. Is just increase the length of the barrel.
John W.'s got a great idea. If you could figure out if you could get the hold of the manifests. Of course, then it's piracy. So gotta make
Piracy
sure
on
they're
the
in
high seas.
international water.
David
So,
Emery has one. Sorry, Mike.
I was gonna say, so a couple of guns that have come in. You said David Emery said 357 mag revolver with 6-inch barrel, but whose 357? Idaho Rogers USMC said 44 automag. John's hand loading said 1919. Zeke said M1 Abrams tank.
I'm with him.
Yeah.
Got to shoot the 44 mag at SHOT Show, the Idaho Rogers once.
Oh,
Yeah.
That was pretty nice.
So Daniel Atkins said left AI in 300 PRC with Kale's 6-24 scope on it. Nelson said he's looking at a switch barrel M70, 22 and 6mm, 22 BR, 6mm BR with a custom wood stock and a 10-mile scope. David Emery said Smith or maybe a Ruger. Interesting. Idaho Rogers USMC said the heck with pirates on the high seas. Apparently train robbery is a thing again. I hadn't heard about that.
Everybody think that's where
right out in LA.
Yeah, they think that's where all the goods are at.
I suppose. If you rob the train's hull in the containers. There you go.
So I know I got one. So mine's the STG 44 and 8mm Kurtz.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be a cool one. Full auto, of course.
Well, yeah.
So
yeah, for this, the NFA doesn't exist.
Yeah. When does it truly exist? But when you're thinking this kind, never.
Right.
Dream gun. That's all.
John's hand loading said Thompson submachine gun, even a semi-auto.
I fired Thompson many years ago. Full auto Thompson 45 ACP. Guy gave me a whole drum.
Mm-hmm.
I was happy.
It's a blast.
For like how many seconds?
Well, given the
call me Rabbit that day.
Fire rate on that, it probably lasted about 20, 25.
Yeah, because it's chug. Yeah. It's not. Brrr.
They've got a weird leg to pull. If you've ever shot one for a while, they're
short.
They're short, but the way the stock comes down at an angle, they're not shooting full auto. They're fun, but single shot, I don't think they'd be that enjoyable.
Well, they weren't really designed to be fired from the shoulder.
No,
that's the thing.
They were fired from the armpit.
Yeah.
Yeah, all the buttstock was just something to pin in between your arm to keep it from flopping all over the place. And most people don't realize that because, Hollywood has to put everything up to the damn shoulder.
Yeah.
But it's kind of like shouldering an SKS in an actual stock.
Yeah.
It's a lot shorter than you would expect. I'll have to look into that. Daniel Atkins changed. He said HK MP7A1. So, Sharunda, what are you going to get?
I don't know. Since I'm only like 3 days old, I would need some time to think about that. There's so much crap I want. If I actually had no limit on my funds, I don't know what the hell I would do.
You don't have that one gun, that one firearm?
No, because I don't own a bunch of variety of anything, so I want every damn thing. Problem.
Okay. Valid point.
The problem. I don't know. I would It would take me a while to figure that out if I had to pick just one thing. I don't know.
Well, you know what? Why limit to one? What would you like to buy first?
Another shotgun.
There you go. There's nothing wrong with that. What kind of shotgun?
No, I think I would want another camo, not necessarily something super high end, just a workhorse. I need bigger caliber pistols. I don't know what kind, and I need another hunting rifle. I don't know. Then I need a fun one. Then I need something Travis would buy.
Well, here's your answer, Shrenda. Look at the bottom of the screen. BAR, they were chambered in 30-06. You said you want a hunting gun. There's nothing in this earth that a BAR can't take with enough magazines.
20-round mag, away you go.
Them damn things are heavy.
25 pounds.
Even the new model single shots aren't light.
Oh yeah, we
shoot
held it.
one of those.
Yeah,
oh my goodness.
Shot show. Ooh.
So, John W is thinking along the lines of what I'm thinking about. He said GAU8.
That's mine there, Nick.
So a GAU8, for those of you who don't know, is the gun that they built the A10 Thunderbolt tool around.
There you go.
Yeah.
And literally, that is the truth. They literally built the airplane around the gun. So
I wanted one of these ever since I was a kid, and I saw the movie. I want an Orlikin, if I'm saying that right, 20 millimeter from Thunderbolt and Lightfoot. I've wanted one of those since I've been a kid.
You're talking about that gun that they had Finland? They created in Finland with a big crazy shoulder cover.
That may have been that. Well, you've seen the one with Clint Eastwood, and I think it's Jeff Bridges, where they break into the bank, and
yeah,
that's on one of those.
Okay.
Are you talking about the Lottie?
Yes, the Lottie.
Yeah, that's their anti-tank gun. Yeah,
I think they're all similar.
they are. Yeah, the Lottie's the one that's on the
Anti-tank.
sleds. Yeah.
So Idaho Rogers said if we're talking planes, definitely a Corsair. I'm kind of with him on that one, but actually, if we're talking planes, I'm taking the Thunderbolt. But John's hand loading finally said what I'm getting.
There you go.
Dylan Arrow M134D. That's my gun.
Minigun.
What caliber?
308.
Only caliber.
Well, don't they make that in different?
No, remember, Nick, money's no object. This is a dream gun. He could have it in 30-06 or 300 Win Mag if he wanted. Or 300 rum if you wanted to.
Yeah. John's hand loading said in the back of a Cadillac Escalade, it pops out the roof. I'm right there with him, except for what my Cadillac Escalade's going to be is my Cadillac Escalade's going to be fully camouflaged, and it's going to be on 44 Super Swampers.
Yeah, but if you're camouflage, it's not going to be subtle. It's not going to be low key.
Who said I wanted to be subtle or low key?
There you go, Nick. That's yours.
I want the EM50.
Hell yeah. All right, so if we're talking vehicles, though, mine is sitting out in Norfolk.
Which Norfolk? There's like 4 of them.
Norfolk, Virginia.
What's in the EM50?
You've never seen Stripes?
Yeah, I
The
saw a long time
urban
ago.
assault vehicle.
The urban assault vehicle that they
You're talking
hijacked.
about one where these
The RV they take into East Germany.
Okay, I don't remember.
You need to see Stripes.
I guess I need to see Stripes.
The only reason why that will never leave my mind is there is a shop.
What got when I think of Stripes, I come to think about the movie where the idiots train themselves right through basic training.
Oh, it is. That's yeah.
Okay.
So you only remember the first part of the movie.
The reason why I always remember it is there's a shop about 20 minutes away from here that has 4 of the RVs that is.
Wow.
And I would love to buy to make it up to the EM50. But
okay.
There you go, Nick. Buy it, restore it for our channel. There you go.
God.
Spudman76 says he wants a
Don't
plasma
forget to
rifle.
have a special place for Candy to sit. for her delicate posterior.
I'm going to go get more liquor.
Nick, when we're off air, I'll have to play your ringtone for you now.
Oh, God. I'm really going to go get more liquor.
So Spudman76 says he wants a plasma rifle in the 40 gigawatt range.
There you go.
Oh, by the way, the thing that I said I wanted that's sitting off in Norfolk, it happens to have 9 16-inch guns.
Oh, Battleship.
Yeah. The Wisconsin. But I want it in Persian Gulf trim. Not World War II trim.
You want the Tomahawks, all right?
Oh, hell yeah.
Cruise missiles.
There's one for you, Nick.
Oh, God. I thought I was like, with Chris Sharp not going to be here tonight, it's going to be a nice, calm night, but nope.
So, Zeke said even though it's 5.56, I think I want a M249 saw with a Dillon 750 to feed it. Well, I mean, if we're talking that, then I'm just going to buy a Mark 7 to feed it. So
Exactly.
But see, if I've got the Dillon M134, I'm going to need like 3 Mark 7s to feed that sucker. Because yeah, that goes through a lot of ammo real quick. And Idaho Rogers just won. No, Marquette, I don't want the Texas. I want the Wisconsin. Idaho Rogers wins. He said, how about the Marvin the Martian's U-235 space neutralizer? So. Oh, actually, yeah, I agree with Lead Bullet Junkie. I want the Noisy Cricket. For those of you who don't know what the Noisy Cricket is, it's a gun that's about this big from Men in Black. And it knocks Will on his ass every time he pulls the trigger. It's hilarious. So, Paul, if I'm getting Mark 7s, I don't need auto drives. They're already auto drive. They're already automatic. So, okay, Mark, since I'm taking the Wisconsin, you can have the Texas. All right. So Reloader 762 said Shades of Thunderbolt and Lightfoot, the 20 millimeter Brinks heist actually happened in 65 and was adapted into the movie plot.
Wow, I didn't know that.
So. And then John's Hand Loading said some dream gums are not out of reach. Just have to save up your money and shop around. This is true.
It's true.
Oh, guess what I saw at Cabela's the other day? I haven't seen since March of 2020.
Tell us.
Number 10 percussion caps.
Here's a good one. Ryan. Just a plain old hand-cranked Gatling gun in 45-70 stuffed with black powder cartridges. Maybe a bit of fancy polished brass trimmings. Or a P-51 Delta. Papa 51 Delta would be nice.
Paul Loud, I lost my dignity many years ago. So. Andy's got a great idea. Nuclear aircraft carrier fully stocked. Hey, they just put the Ford out, so there you go.
Shrender's got the best idea of all. Reasonable prices.
So.
No reason why we can't highlight her comment.
I thought that's what he was going to say. He saw at Cabela's he ain't seen since 2012.
No. They had a chance. At least not in the area I work in. Although guns are starting to come down, so. Yeah, I would suspect they wouldn't fit the Uberti very well, John. You probably need 11s. So. But. John W. said his local gun store has a bunch of percussion caps in stock. So we need the address of that and the hours of operation, please. So. Actually, no, we don't. I have a bunch of percussion caps from when my smoke pole was in line. Sorry. When my smoke pole was using them versus the 209s that it shoots now. Sorry, brain fart. Merritt Island gun. What's that? Is that the 8-inch that they? Oh, Merritt Island guns is what it is. Okay, Merritt Island Gun Show. I thought he was talking about guns. Ooh, Merritt Island Gun Show will be held March 12th to 13th, 2022 in Merritt Island, Florida. Road trip.
My God, my daughter lives on an island. Christy, I know you're not out there, but
How about a quad 50 on the back of a US half track? That would be fun.
that'd be tons of fun. Don't forget quad 50.
Yeah.
Okay, serious question. Any of you gentlemen, would you know why I cannot get a 223 rum previously fired from a semi-auto, then resized, will not seat in a bolt action? All right. So my first question is what dies you're using.
Yep.
My second question is what type of semi-auto. And my third question is what type of bolt action. And the reason I ask those three questions is first, depending on the type of dies you're using, it may not resize it small enough. Second, depending on the type of semi-auto you're shooting it out of, it may expand more than what you're looking at. And third, if you're shooting it at a precision cut chamber bolt action rifle, you're going to need the small base dies that a couple people have already mentioned. So my other thought that it wouldn't fit is if he's shooting at a semi-auto and the chamber isn't tight in the semi-auto, say like a military style chamber, and then it's not, he's just using a regular, so he's using lead dies and it's a Savage bolt action. If the dies aren't set right and you're not pushing that shoulder back far enough, it won't actually seat in the bolt action because it won't allow the bolt to close because the case is too long. So that is one of my other thoughts. So, but the common answer is small base dies. That may be the case. But what I would try first is try adjusting that sizing die a little more downward to try and push that shoulder back a little more and see if that makes a difference. And you can find out real quick if that's the case or not without even having to load up a cartridge. Just go ahead and size that brass and go ahead and try and seat it in there and feed it. So
The other thing I would suggest, AKW, when you get this issue resolved, keep your brass segregated. What you fire through the bolt gun, keep it for the bolt gun and keep it for the bolt gun only. And the stuff for the semi, whether it's a Mini 14 or an AR, whatever the case may be, like Mike said, if it's stamped 5.56, that chamber will be a little bit oversized from your bolt gun, from your Savage. Keep your semi-auto brass segregated. But this is all this advice is just after you get the issue resolved.
Now, onset question of that: would you guys neck size at that point? Being that he would have, if he had, say,
for a bolt gun, sure.
Well, if he has both a bolt gun and a semi-auto, when you're saying separate the brass, This is kind of how we do with our 303 British for all our different ones. We just neck size at that point.
Okay.
So you're not worried
Yeah.
about.
Yeah, because he's
reforming.
not worried about the only thing you need with that is neck tension.
Mhm.
Well, he's gonna have to full size them before he fires them in the rifle, and
Mhm.
once he fires them in the rifle once,
The
then
neck
keep them
size.
off to the side, and neck size instead
Yep,
of
absolutely.
and keep checking it and see if you got to bump the shoulder back every once in a
Mhm.
while, or every once in a great while you might have to full length resize. But that's
Here's a
usually
great
not the
comment
case.
right here. It's a very common thing to talk about. But this is from Paul Loud. He says you might need to cam over slightly if it's a tight chamber. What he's talking about is bring that shell holder up to the bottom of the die, and you might actually have to cam over the top. Just feel that thing rock over, just to be sure you're in there in that small base die as far as you can go. Thank you, Paul. That was a good comment. Well timed.
Our K98's like that.
Mhm.
It's got a tight chamber and you got a cam over.
So LBJ, Lead Bullet Junkie, said he's having problems with his Lee APP press. Where'd that go?
It's right here at the bottom. At this point, he's about to turn.
Nope, the first comment. He said, Andy, I'm about to throw this APP press in the trash. LOL, I've never had as many issues with the press as I've had this one. Shell holders suck. I keep getting stuck cases with a carbide 9mm die.
Wow.
I don't have an APP. Who doesn't Travis have one?
Yes, he does. He loves it.
I haven't really heard. That's the first set of issues I've really heard on an APP.
I mean, it's had the usual. I've heard the usual adjusting, but that's most of the Lee stuff because that's one of the reasons it's less expensive. Is sometimes you got to tweak it, but that's the first time I've seen massive complaints. But I don't spend a lot of time looking for them either. So
yeah, I was about to agree with like what Paul Loud said. I would call Lee. This could be something besides your dies or anything else. It could be something with the actual press.
yeah.
Vem Gem says he has the APP, but he uses it for sizing cast projectiles only.
He said, LBJ said, Paul, I've been lubing the cases. I use some of my home mix. It works great when I use normal shell holders. And then Andy79Z28 said, the APP is not made for sizing brass, but I do 9mm on it. But I lube all brass, even in carbide dies. So,
Wasn't the app press kind of the design to just size bullets? Wasn't that its claim to fame?
Well, you have the bullet one. They have two different models of it. From what I remember, I haven't done much research on it.
Wait, what?
It says preparing cases and sizing cast bullets.
Okay. Huh.
So it says it on there on the.
Hey, guys.
Yeah.
Guess who carries Mark 7 stuff now?
Titan.
Uh-huh.
Really, I'm on there right now. I didn't see it, huh? Oh, right there, Mark 7. What are they?
Mr. Bullet Feed, they've got inline fabrication. Yeah, that's where I was going for the APP stuff too.
That's my go-to for anything Lee anymore. There, then
right. The Titan website is so much better to use than Lee's actual website.
Well, I can't order straight from Lee anymore.
Nobody can.
It's the only way I can is if it's a custom overrun that nobody else has.
Yeah.
A lot of the custom stuff I can, but
the custom stuff, the custom dies. Basically, right now, Lee's not letting anybody order directly from Lee. So. So it says the fastest and easiest way to prepare cases and size cast bullets. So I'm wondering, flip the shell holder and the die around? Maybe that makes a difference? I don't know. Yeah, it says now you can deprime, pyramid, pocket swage, bulge, bust, or size cast bullets as fast as you can operate the lever. It doesn't say, I mean, it says case prep on there, but it doesn't say anything about sizing. And then Andy said it wasn't intended to size brass. Shell holders are not made for sizing. So, which is interesting. Now it says that the APP can use standard press shell holders. So maybe switch and use regular shell holders in it. I like I said, I don't have one. I haven't gotten around to getting one because I don't know, just something that I have so much stuff sitting around here that I need to do videos on that it's just down the list to do. So maybe use a regular shell holder on that and see if it makes a difference. That'd be my thought. Instead of using the Express shell holders. So. Ooh, the APP press is on sale for $89.99 right now on Titan. There you go. Anyway. That's an idea, Andy. Hey, LBJ. We should talk.
That's what I've been using, like a lot of the APP sizing punch and sizers, because they make a fitting that goes in a RCBS rock chucker, and
Yeah.
so they're half the price of the standard sizing die setup. So,
Oh wow, they've got breading listed on the site now. Lyman.
yeah, they got a lot of stuff.
I haven't talked to Dennis in a while.
I need a discount code.
Gas checks, kinetic bullet puller. Well, they got into shot cell stuff too. Wads and shot. Whoops, I was muted. So Titan lists number 4 shot, number 7.5 shot, and number 8 shot, 25 pounds for $52.49. So that's not too bad of a price. Good night, Andy. Oh yeah. Lyman has a recall on the Microtouch 1500 scale. If anybody has one, check with Lyman. So, and LBJ, I think I'll take you up on that offer. So, PM me, and we'll get something set up. So,
yeah, I'm eventually going to pick up the RC or the Lyman All American 8 for all my specialty dies, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Especially for the price.
Yeah, I mean, it's a nice thing, especially having that. You can just switch out the tool heads and all that. And
yeah. Well, especially like I can have it set up on my other inline quick change plate. Say I'm running 30-06 dies, but I need to flare the case mouth for cast bullets. I'll just run over my Lyman, have my flaring die set up, boom, pop it over, do all 50 pieces, and then just go right back over and start seating bullets. So.
John W. Checking to see if they got it in stock. Nope, out of stock. So, John W. You're probably looking at eBay. Check. I mean, there's a few reloading groups on MeWe that get a lot of national attention. So check there. The other thing is, if you're in Discord, post in the buying and see if somebody's got one. So, but yeah. What the heck? So I'm looking at Titan's page, and they've got a new product that's called the Consistent Crimp by Precision Accuracy Company. So the Consistent Crimp uses a micro-click torque wrench that mounts on the press along with the original handle. The torque wrench alerts the reloader both audibly and by feel when the desired pre-selected lever pressure has been achieved during neck sizing and crimping stages. Torque wrench. Huh. Interesting.
Who was the one that needed the Lee Melter?
John W., I think.
Does he want it in 110 or 220 volt?
Titan doesn't have them.
Brownells has the 220 volt in stock.
Oh, okay.
But it's a 220 volt, so that's just want to know which one. Yeah.
Interesting. So the Consistent Crimp, they make it for the Lee breech lock, the classic cast, the classic cast turret, the basic Lyman, the Hornet A50 BMG, Hornet A single stage lock and load, the Redding, the Rock Chucker, and the RCBS turret and Special 5.
What was that called again, Mike?
The Consistent Crimp. So, interesting. Kind of something new and interesting out there. So, anyway. John, it just means you got to unplug your dryer when you're going to use it. That's all. Or your stove, one of the two, depending on which plug you got. So, I mean, you can run 220, or, if you've got extra. See, John, the thing is, if you've got two extra spots in your panel, then you can just make your own damn 220 outlet right there off the panel.
Mm-hmm.
And get a 8.3 extension, basically a chunk of 8.3 and make your own extension cord. So if anybody wants to know how that works, let me know. I'll tell you. But I'm not telling you online here. Because that's not approved.
Well, if he's willing to pay, there's a 110 volt in stock on eBay, but it's $130, and that's high.
John's hand loading just said bottomdwellerstackle.com in stock. So $91.99, which isn't bad.
No,
that's not bad.
I just saw that. I didn't open it because that's part of it. Never mind. I saw it.
But so hopefully you can find one. Anyway. So as Jim said in the chat, anybody wants to join the Reloading Podcast on Discord, Mike, Nick, or Jim, PMS and we can get you added.
One thing I wanted to say, this is a little bit of housekeeping. If you want to join the podcast group on Facebook, you have to answer the questions.
Yeah.
You have to.
Oh, it's so bad.
Otherwise, if you're on there 45 minutes, I knocked somebody off for 45 minutes today. They sat there, no questions answered. They're not going to answer questions after 45 minutes.
I give them 2 hours.
Oh, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with what you're doing.
Right. No, everybody's got different length of time that they give them. So
I give them, if they've been invited by a friend, I give them 24 hours.
yeah. So,
but just you have to, if you're listening to the podcast, you want to join us on Facebook, you have to answer the questions. We need to know if you're a real person or a troll. The way the questions are, most of us experienced reloaders out there, we know what you're doing, we know what you're talking about. Okay, and you give us a straight answer. You give us a troll answer, we're not going to let you in.
also, if your account's rather new, you probably need to PM one of us because
I've had that happen.
if I can't see stuff that shows you're definitely reloading, you're not getting in, especially if your account's less than 6 months old.
You bet.
Yeah, but
Or just two
John's
photos
hand
of-
loading, you sent me money. That's why I let you in. The Oasis shot maker's been around for a while. It's actually a lot of good stuff. There's a 110 and 220 version. It's a shot dripper. You got to have. It actually is a nice little setup. There, Michael Dunn.
Dunn, are you looking for one? Because I think I know somebody's got one for sale, but let me try to find that guy's message.
Yeah, let me know.
Well, it's the guy you bought those presses off, Mike.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I just got to find his text message.
Aha. Yeah, like Paul Loud said, they let Chris Sharp in, so the bar isn't that high. Exactly. Little one, welcome to the show.
Well, the thing is, the bar really isn't very high. It's for anyone. You just have to be for real.
Follow the instructions. So, David Emery wants to know: is there any advantage to going to the 220 volt version of the melt of the lead pots?
Well, you have more amperage available because you got two 110 lines coming in.
Right. I would say more consistent control, maybe.
If you got older, suspicious wiring in your house, you're probably putting more of a draw on the 110 circuit than you would a 220.
Right. 220 usually is a little smoother.
Yeah.
What is the wattage on a 20-pound pot? Anybody know? 1,500?
I have to go look.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's out in the garage.
Yeah, you don't want to run that on a 15 amp breaker. I'll tell you that.
No.
No. Oh, David Emery was asking for the shot make for 220. I'm sure that's probably the same deal. Hey, Paul Nelson, they're in Mount Vernon, Indiana. See if you can get a tour. So, and like what Sharenda said, stop using Facebook jail trigger words on your comments on the Facebook page. Yeah. So.
You want to know what Facebook trigger word is? Shrenda's got it.
Sale,
Triggers.
how much, cost, sell, buy.
In search of?
one of the quick things, there is no buying or selling on the Facebook page at all, ever. If you attempt to do either, we will ban you.
Did that today. Somebody tried to put up a post.
No
wanted to
warnings.
sell something. No warnings. You're gone.
You're gone. That's why we put that in one of the initial questions. If you want to sell stuff, MeWe or Discord.
We have channels set aside for exactly that.
Yep.
You know it's bad when I ban people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
That's why I strictly use MeWe for is all my buying and selling.
right.
Stuff.
I mean, MeWe is great for that, and like we've got the 2 spots in the Discord also for posting for buying or selling.
We have 2 channel for selling and channel for buying.
Yep. And then on Discord, we brought TRR buy and sell over.
Yep.
I mean, you can post stuff. You can post stuff in the Reloading Podcast group, and we're not going to care. But that's what the TRR buy and sells group for is on MeWe. Really is for buying and selling. But like I said, if you post it in the MeWe group, we're not going to care. Because MeWe doesn't care.
That. I'm not going to kick you out for that. In the MeWe group, we're not going to, or Discord, we're not going to kick you out for buying or selling.
Nope.
We'll kick you out for being a jerk.
Yeah. Or vulgarity.
I haven't got kicked out yet.
Oh,
wait a minute.
Aren't you like the admin, though?
Something like that. I'm the HMFIC.
You shouldn't use your initials like that.
Uh-oh.
God dang, is Candy gonna get pregnant tonight? Because you knocking them back, Nick.
He missed it, Shrenda. He missed it.
I'm leaving then, Nick.
Shrenda wants to know if Candy's going to get pregnant tonight, Nick.
Because you're knocking them drinks back.
Hey, at least she's making the drinks for him so he can come back quicker.
There's not a ton of alcohol in here.
Yeah,
really.
Long Island iced tea.
That's still not much. I'll do a shot of whiskey if I wanted anything.
Candy is dandy.
So Michael Dunn said, Milsurp Doa, I like the intro on YouTube today. Nice job.
Thank you.
So,
yeah, a lot to come. Hopefully later this week, we've been kind of having some issues with a kneeler video, so we've been put that on.
Final touches.
Yep, final touches.
Yeah.
Hopefully that'll go out. Hopefully Sunday for sure. Got to do a couple more reviews, editing on that, and some audio stuff. And I think we got one more thing from EP Integrations review. I got to review this cleaning kit from Pro Shot, and then we'll probably start diving down deep into some of the Milsurp stuff.
did you do your camera reviews yet?
No, that's another thing. I got so many reviews of products I got to do. But yeah, that shouldn't take super long.
Yeah.
So there was a guy I saw. He also got one at Shot. I was watching his review yesterday, so it kind of gives me some ideas what to cover, but not exactly the same. So
it's a lot of work. I thought it would be.
Because I'm waiting for you to do reviews to decide which one I'm going to buy. So
if it were up to me, Mike, just get the one without the screen.
Yeah.
You're saving $120, especially if you have a smartphone.
Yeah.
Or you got a laptop. It's not worth it personally.
Yeah.
Especially if you have a nice big screen phone.
Or a notebook or something.
Or a notebook, tablet of some sort.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Shrenda, that video was hilarious, but
oh, good grief.
But that you have to do the SUV40 video. Have to.
There's a couple of those rifles out. There aren't there are not a lot of videos out on YouTube. So hopefully I'll get to those here within the year. My goal, or our goal, what are we thinking? 1 to 2 videos a month. Hopefully.
I'd be happy with 1.
I think we could do 2, but who knows?
We'll
See.
see.
We'll see.
No promises.
Yep.
John's handloading's got some good advice for you, Nick. Nick and Ray.
Because adding the camera sends things sideways a lot of times, filming gets in the way. Minor details. So, anyway. All right, gang. Anybody got any shout outs? Thanks to everybody who joined the live show. For those of you who are listening to this as an audio podcast download, sorry. It's kind of just a, oh my goodness, what the hell were they talking about show? But every once in a while we have one of these. It's kind of fun to do. But that's about it for now. David Emery's question. Have you guys ever had an issue with your AR-15 where it has trouble loading the shells and getting into full battery? Mine is fully lubed, but multiple times it keeps jamming and the round is stuck and I have to slam the buttstock to get it out. Probably, well, is it factory ammo or is it reloaded? If it's factory, then you've got a head spacing issue. If it's reloaded,
You might have a reloading issue.
You have a sizing issue. So, and you got to be careful when you're slamming the buttstock because it will fire.
Yeah, make sure you're not right above it.
Yeah, you want to kind of point that downrange. David, my guess is you might have a head spacing issue. I would take it to a professional gunsmith and have him look at it.
Oh, he said both. To put Mike's comment into context, Mr. Emery said that he has trouble with both factory ammo and reloads. I did that for the audio show, Mike. That's all.
Yep. Another possibility is your bolts sticking, but yeah, there's something going on there. You need to really get that to a gunsmith.
If you can, Mr. Emery, get that rifle cleared, keep the bolt open, and make sure nothing's down in the chamber, and take that to your local gunsmith. You don't, like John's hand loading just said, you don't want an accident.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're going to mortar that, make sure it's got a collapsible buttstock. Make sure you collapse that first.
Yep.
And point it downrange.
Yep. And what Ray means by mortaring is that's when you're slamming the buttstock to get it to get the round out. So.
Can I ask a stupid question?
There's no such thing as a stupid question.
I'm just curious if he's getting that on as reloads and manufactured.
He just said, but
well, actually, yeah, it is a stupid question because if you were paying attention, you would have.
I wasn't. I'm not even looking at the chat.
No, the question, yes, no, both. Is it a factory built gun or is it a
Shrenda? Look at the bottom of your screen.
Both. Oh. Well, that little bitty wire, how the hell am I supposed to see that without glasses?
That's your problem.
So Richard also just had the same idea that Nick and Ray did. Is it a factory gun or is it a custom built? Because if it's custom built, then it leads me even more to think it's a head spacing issue.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's a Bushmaster? Oh, it's a head spacing issue.
Absolutely. That's all you decide. Boom, head space. Sell it and get something else.
Yeah.
Because you got no warranty on that at this point. So
yeah. I would take it in a gunsmith, have them check it out.
Yeah.
Otherwise, yeah, sell it, buy something better, or build something better. But so at any rate, gang, thank you. Thanks to everybody that tuned in live. Thanks to everybody that's going to listen to this in a week or two. Jim wants to say something. He's raising his hand like a second grader.
Paul Loud, here's your shout out. You can give him the bird, Pink Sure Shrenda. She did, in case you weren't looking. She did, and I laughed my full head off for it.
See my comment, Jim? I did like a lady. No one noticed.
Love you, darling. No problem at all.
Or as we like to call it, the Wisconsin Highway Salute. Or the Fib Wave. Mm-hmm. One of the two. Anyway. So, remember to head over. Hey, I know. David, you need to go over to Primary Arms and get order your brand new rifle from Primary Arms, and then sell that Bushmaster.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I mean, they sell full firearms. They sell enough stuff to build everything. They've got pistol caliber carbines, handguns, bolt action rifles, shotguns. They're even class 3. So there you go. But all sorts of good stuff there. They got ooh, that looks fun. Century Arms AP5 9mm pistol. I don't have that much money though. So anyway, yeah, they got all sorts of fun stuff there. And the nice thing is they've got that lovely hide out of stock items button you can select. Makes looking around for life things easier. Remember, if you're buying Primary Arms Optics, coupon code FRN gets you a free mount. So, and on that note, keep your brass shiny.
Jump on the mill short bus.
Teach them to shoot while they're young.
Teach a lady how to reload, and then you might want to lock up your stash too.
While you're at it, guys, before we let you go, how about throwing some likes out our way? It helps with the ratings. Please. Anyway, and my tagline, support the Second Amendment. Whether it's the SAF, NRA, GOA, whatever. Join your local gun club. Do what it takes. Over to you, Mike.
Well, we almost did a horrible thing. And I almost forgot about Jake and Ryan over at Patriot Patch Company. Thank you for reminding me. Here is their current patch of the month. I haven't seen March's yet, but I'm sure it's going to have some sort of Irish theme. This is the February one. Distance makes the heart grow fonder. So make sure you swing over there, patriotpatch.co. They've always got new stuff they're adding. So, Michael Dunn said he might, or David Emery said he might swing up to Des Tactical Arms and hit them up for a new barrel. So that'd be a good idea. But anyway, last but definitely not least, if you're struggling, 1-800-273 suicide hotline. Make sure you give them a call. They have a lot of trained people there to help out and get you pointed in the right direction. Once again, 1-800-273-8255. Remember, it's not weakness if you ask for help. Admitting that you have an issue and going to get help is a huge step, and it's very courageous. It's when you hide in the dark and you take the easy way out. That's when it's being a coward. So we want to keep everybody around. Hang in there. And in a nod to Canada, who's still struggling with a lot of fun stuff, in the famous words of Red Green, keep your stick on the ice.